then, right, today I'm at Springwater Lakes, just outside Lampeter, and I'm going to be fishing the Specimen lake here. I've been here probably 3/4 of an hour to an hour now. I've taken a walk around. I've walked around the Specimen lake, I walked around the Coarse Lake, and had a quick look at the Silver Lake as well. Literally, it's not very often you walk around a total fishery and there's not a speck of rubbish anywhere on the place. That's one thing I did notice straight away. Second thing I did notice, which is something that really got me spurred on, is the amount of fish I've seen on the surface. And I've literally, as I'm walking around with the barrow, I spooked something really big from the margins just down the side of where I'm setting up. So well, at the moment, all the stuff is piled up behind me. So I've got to put the baby up, get the rods out and everything like that. I've set one rod up to free line, so that's got a piece of bread in it just behind me, so hopefully that'll produce a fish. In the meantime, I've got to get things set up. Alright then, I'll see you later. Alright, ta-da! Right then, so I got the bivvy set up and everything like that. Bit of surface fishing, didn't produce anything. There's a couple of carp came up close the bread that I've been spraying with the rosehip spray, but they weren't interested. So I set up. I got 3 rods out. I got one on I-40, which I've tucked in right into the trees. Probably put about sprinkled a good ½ kilo of I-40 all the way around it, and then I'm just fishing a single I-40 with a small piece of glow in the dark cone off to my right, and then out in the middle, just off the edge of the branches, I've cast a trod rig, and I've sprinkled probably about 30 or 40 loose rosehip isotonic, and the trod's got a 15mm rosehip pop-up on it. And then I've got another bottom bait out to my left, just off some lily pads, and I've sprinkled a good few handfuls of boilies out there, and just sent it out in a PVA bag with some rosehip paste filled with pellets. Yeah, so I've got the bivvy up, I've got the rods out. All I need now is some fish on the bank. Alright then, I'll see you later. Right then, it's just gone 1:15. I've just put my first fish in the net, so if this behaves. It's only a small one, not one of the big ones that the lake holds. It's a 8-pound, 10-ounce mirror carp, so you can see that. Ooh. It's still quite lively. He was actually trailing another line, so yeah, even though it's a small one, I'm still glad to catch it. Release it from the burden of another line. I've treated both the hook holes with a bit of clinic, but I think now it's time to put it back. Right then, let's get it back. Right then, it's 5:30 in the morning. Just got my second fish on the bank, and it fought like something. Well, it fought like an animal. It just kept going and going and going. But here it is. It's quite a nice looking common. Weighed in at 12 pound 4 ounces. I expected to go a bit more, especially the way it was fighting, and it's carried on fighting on the bank. Let's flip him round. Here we go. Right. Ooh, come on. Be nice for me. Here we go. Yeah, I kept him in the net for about 10-15 minutes, waited for, because I landed it and it was thick fog, and I couldn't even see in front of me, so I didn't pull out the camera. So I kept it in the net for about 15 minutes. and then got it back out. But yeah, well, it started getting light then, so let's see what the sun brings. Right then, less than half an hour since I put the last fish back. I got another one. It's another double, not as big as the last, but still scrapping really hard. It's a little dumpy mirror at 11 pounds 14 ounces, so it's just under 12. But yeah, keep thinking it's going to flip on me. But yeah, that's not bad going. I've had 4 runs during the night now. The second one was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I run to the rod and it stopped, and there was nothing there, so I just repositioned it with another PVA bag. But yeah, so this is my 3rd fish on the rosehip. 2 of them being rosehip bottom baits, and the first one was on the trod. But, right, let's get some back. Right then, morning. It's been a bit of a wake-up call. Put in another 2 fish on the bank, so it wasn't too bad. I feel absolutely worn out now, especially 5 o'clock this morning. It was like a really cold, like mist in the air, and it was freezing. I was sort of like getting up, going, I don't want to be doing this. But yeah. So when I first came here, when I knew I was going to come here, I know that they've got quite a few big commons in here, and when I got that one in the net, I thought, oh, this is going to be a big common. That's what I could just about see of it, and then then it sort of shrunk as I slowly slipped it into the net. But I still got time. Maybe that big common will come along. I think my personal best common is only something like £15.8 or £15.9. So if I could get anything over that, that would be great. That would. But plus, I think there's mirrors in here that like easily clear my PV that I caught a few months ago. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. They seem to be getting down onto the rosehip. But the I-40 is strange, it hasn't picked up anything. But still plenty of time though. Right then, I'm gonna lie down and see if I can get another hour or so sleep. The rods are all back out now. Yeah, maybe I'll be woken up in about 5-10 minutes again. Probably be the way as soon as I close my eyes. Right then, I'll see you in the morning. Proper morning. Right, ta-da. But this is my 4th run of the session, or 5th run of the session, 4th fish on. Just try to get me tangled up with the lilies on the other side. Right then, you just see me land it. It's my 4th fish of the session. £7, 11-ounce common. The size of its fins and its pectorals. It was battling like a fish double its size. But I'm not going to complain. It's the 4th fish on the bank. And put up one hell of a scrap. But yeah, I'm not going to keep it out too long. So let's get it back. Ooh. Right then, here we go. Just gone 9 o'clock. Here's fish number 5. A £9 mirror. It was £9.2 it was. But another really hard fighter. And it was all on the same rod that I've had most of the fish on, so it's still the rose hip that's picking up the fish. But, yeah, cracking little fighter. Let's get her back. So, fish number 6, cracking little common. Almost perfect condition, and again this one fought like absolute stink. It's the first fish up on the I-40. Picked it up off the corner peg, or of the corner of the island that I dropped it to, and literally it skidded off right down through the margins and under the bridge before I'd even got to the rod. So it literally within 3 or 4 seconds it took me to leap to my feet and grab the rod. It had stripped probably 15 to 20 yards of the line. So there's a lot of power behind the little fish. But here we are. Fish number 6, let's get it back. Right. It's about 5 to 10 now. From the swim I was fishing in, I could see in the lily beds there was a few fish cruising in and out of there, and so I reeled in my rods and took a floater biscuit, with a Mistral floater biscuits, over there with the rod I'd set up to free line yesterday. I watched a couple and then I seen something really big and literally dangled the biscuit in front of its mouth. wasn't interested until another little one came up. It was virtually like I had the biscuit sort of floating right in front of his face, and this little one started coming up, and all of a sudden went for it before the other one had a chance. But I've got it in the net down in the margins at the moment, so I managed to get the mat and everything up here, so I'm going to bring it up. Taking into account my PB is only £15, 8 ounces. Sit this up properly. I'm hoping, I don't know, because the fish last night I thought they were bigger than what they were. I'm hoping. Let's get my glasses off. This is a new PB common. Be nice, wouldn't it? Yep, new PB common, £16.11. Right, yes. So I've managed to do it. I've managed to beat my PB common by £1 5 ounces. Nope, that's wrong. £1 3 ounces. Still a lovely fish. Beast. There's just something about big commons, and their big flanks. They're awesome, aren't they? Let me see that. Got a bit of a buggered mouth on one side, but it doesn't stop me fighting. So the other side is virtually immaculate as well, so I can turn it around without any. And here's the other side. It's a heavy fish. I don't know. See, I would have said it probably £18. But I'm not complaining, it's a new PB and it's a quality fish. Right, let's get a couple of photos. New PB. She's ready to go straight away. That's a result, isn't it? I quite like it, yeah. Literally I put the rods out probably 5-10 minutes since I put that common back. One of them just screamed off. I'm in the middle of trying to do some breakfast. But, I think it's only a small one, the way it's scrapping, but oh, this be fish number 7, if I land it. Here we go. Yeah, this is, you can tell by the fight it was going to be a small fish. This is the smallest one of the session so far, probably 4, maybe £5. It's a pretty little thing. It's wiry on the bank, still kicking off. But yeah, I'm not going to even bother. I would usually photo everyone for the blog, but I think a 6 before it. It's still a lovely little fish. Let's get it back. Right, there we go, fish number 8 for me, and the second fish on the I-40. It's a lovely scale mirror. It's only weighed in at £12 1 ounces. So it'd be nice to have a a good mid-double mirror to finish with, but when they're coming out looking like this, you can't complain, can you? Look at the tail on it, what a paddle. Let's flip it around, see if we can have a look at the other side. He hasn't got like the linear scale pattern on the other side. It's just more of a big cluster. So it's a pretty unique fish. If he starts piling on the pound, people are going to recognise him, aren't they? Right then, let's get him back. Whoa. Right, back to it. I'm actually trying to cook some late breakfast. It's coming up to 12 o'clock now. I've got some bacon in the frying pan. Literally, as it's starting to cook properly, the rosette bottom bait screamed off again. So it's like fish number 9. So 7 to the rosette and 2 to the I-40 so far. But yeah, only a little one, probably 5-6 pound. I'm not going to fuss about too much with it. Right, nice little fish. But yeah, be nice if get something a bit bigger now. Oh, I hear there's a few grass carp in here. That would be nice, get another grass carp on the bank. But yeah, let's get it back. Right, getting the bacon back on the go. A bit of a late breakfast, mainly because I really haven't stopped catching since I got up. You look at I had sort of 3 in between. Well, I had one about, I don't know, I can't remember, about 1 o'clock. Then I had 2, so like 5, and then 6 o'clock. And then I had one straight after. And literally, you're talking, well, I've had one an hour. And including a bit of stalking in that. So yeah, let's get some food in me before I start, before I get a headache or something. Alright then, I'll catch you after I've had some food. Ta-ra. Right there, so I've had my breakfast, 2 bacon sandwiches and a cup of coffee, and I was actually on the next peg over. I'd seen a carp cruise along the surface, so I actually pulled the camera out. I was zooming in on with the camera, and the rosehip rod screamed off again. So only another little one. It doesn't like being picked up. Nice and still. There we go. Another little one, probably I'd go 4 pound on this one. But yeah, lovely dark coloured mirrors there, even though they are only small. But it takes me up to 10, so it's 10 carp in the session so far. Probably got about, well, I think it's about 6 hours left till I hit the 24-hour mark. So I might just beat most carp in the session, well, carp fishing. Right, let's get it back. Right, it's about 3 o'clock now. I reeled in the rods about an hour ago and just took a walk around and literally. This, for a lake that doesn't hold such a massive stock, and you can see, I think you can see nearly every fish that's in here. It's insane the amount of fish that are on the surface here. But and I've seen some really big ones, and 2 or 3 crashed out in front of me, and they moved a lot of water. So I've decided. Well, initially I picked the far bank where I was in that bay because it was one of the shallower swims, and because the temperature has been humid and damp, and I just thought that the shallower water is going to be most likely to produce. But I don't really think I can fail now. I've had an upper double, which was more than I was hoping for, and I've had 10 carp in total, so I can't really fail now, even if I try another swim and don't catch anything. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move down to a deeper part of the lake. I think it's, compared to over there, I'm fishing about 3 foot deeper than, and I've seen a lot of fish kicking the water down there. So I suppose only time will tell whether the move is a good idea, because it was sort of steady runs up there, but it was picking off, and the fish seemed to be getting smaller and smaller. And it is, as it always is, when there's a shoal of fish feeding, the smaller fish are always faster to rush run and pick up all the bait than the bigger fish. And that was happening, so maybe a move is what I need. Alright then, I'm not going to bore you. Before I start moving, I'm going to wander down, because I've seen a couple on the top over there, and I think I'll take the surface rod down there for a bit. And then I'm going to start dragging the stuff around. Alright then, I'll speak to you later. Ta-ra. I'm not sure if I'll be able to successfully film this, because it's going to might be a lot of waiting. But the carp just goes straight through here, and there's one just further bit out. So got the old Mistral strawberry split photo biscuits. I give them a couple of squirts of the rosette beacon as well, so they're super potent. Nothing fancy, just 2 biscuits straight onto the hook. I moved a hell of a lot of water, way outside my casting range. I'm going to move down to follow the fish now, so I can see one moving. If I stay just a bit back. But they already know this game, don't they? See if I can shorten it down and drop it onto him. That looks ugly. That was a bit of a disaster. I think one carp turned over on it, didn't get it in his mouth, and another one was on course, virtually like about 3 inches away, and there was a duck cruising straight across, going for the biscuit at the same time. So I held it on to the very last second, and the duck swam straight into the carp, and I had to strike away because the fish had gone and the duck was still going for the biscuit. But yeah, I think it's what time I started moving the stuff down. I think I'm going to go that peg, but there. So I got access points to 2 tidy little areas of the island that I'd like to put a bait. Alright then, I'll see you later. Right there. I just stalked one from the margins on the other side of the peg. It's weighing in at £10.4. Oh my god, did it scrap. There we go. It's lovely mirror again. Same as the last ones that I had. It was 12. It's got like a cluster of scales on this side. And then on this side, there we go. It's almost linear. But yeah, battle so hard I got to get it back pretty quick. Right. Right then, I finally completed the move. Baby's in location 2 for the session. And pretty much, I moved closer to the car park because I've got to be off here pretty early in the morning. I'll probably be off about 9 o'clock. And the exit is only just over there, so it's going to be an easier run for me. But yeah, so I've moved over there then. I've got my unhooking station. I got my two landing nets. I got my 3 rods, they're out. I'll tell you where they've gone in a minute. I've got my barrow, coffee and cooking stuff. I've got my Paralympic cup. And that's about it. One thing I've got hidden in the back there. You see that? That's my bait boat. Right, I bought my bait boat just in case. I know that one of my friends was fishing here before. Well, he's fished here a couple of times and he's always brought a bait boat with him. And I didn't think there'd probably be any need. I left it in the car last night. Of course, when I decided to move for a simple reason is there's been a lot of big swirls and big fish turning over in inaccessible areas. So let me show you why I've used a bait boat. There's been fish turning over in the trees over there, underneath, right tucked in. Well, you can see there's fish moving underneath them at the moment. But yeah, so what I've boated under coconut ice. I've gone off the I-40 because well, it wasn't producing anything near what the rose tip was, and the owner said that the bait that's being used on this lake the majority of the time is a coconut based bait. You can all guess what that is. So I've gone with coconut ice. Right, and the second rod that I've put out with a bait boat is underneath this tree here. There's been fish turning over. Well, if a fish is turned over underneath there, it looks a big one. So it seems silly not to exploit the bait boat and get underneath those trees and see if I can't muscle one of those big fish that are turning over. There's something turning over in there as we're speaking now, or as I'm speaking. So rose tip isotonic, bottom bait, pop up piece of plastic corn, probably 30 or 40 free offerings, and then the final rod, chod rig, up against see where the lilies are over there. The owner told me that there's a tire reef underneath them, which doesn't actually go further than where the lilies are. So I put a chod rig running down the side of that and just sprinkled a couple of handfuls of rose hip out over that. And that's my 3 rods. So let's just hope that I can get something a bit bigger tonight. I don't know. Right, yeah, I say something a bit bigger, but I've had a 16 pounder and that's pretty good in my book. It's a PB common carp, so it's the best ever common carp I've ever caught. I was just expecting, I don't know, I had a feeling that I was going to get a 20 when I fished here. I don't know why I had that feeling, and it's just, that feeling's still there that I'm going to get a 20. So I don't know, it might kick off tonight and I might get one, or the 16 pounder is the biggest I'll land in this session. But either way I've had a pretty good session, and I'm not going to complain about it at all. Alright then, I'll let you know how things progress during the night, and I'll see you later. Ta-da. Right then, so it's 7:30 now. It's always funny that Let's do like a small one. Right, took a while. Oh, he's got no pectoral fin. Right, took a while. Here's fish number 12. Really pale common, considering all the other ones I've had pretty dark. And he's got no pectoral fin. But, looks lovely outside. Talk about give me the runaround. It's 8.5 pound. Right then, I literally had to let this fish run while I was putting the other one back. Another really hard fighting fish. I weighed him because I had the sling and everything already zeroed. So 7 pounds 6 ounces. Lovely dark mirror. So I shot off from thinking I hadn't had a fish for ages to 2 within like seconds of each other. It's insane, really. But, quick look at the other side. It's only a little one, so I'll get it back straight away. Don't have scrap. Right, I got my coffee in my special Paralympic mug. See if I can finish off what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by 2 carp. So I was going to say, yeah, it was a long time without landing a fish, and all of a sudden, bang, 2 at once. It's unbelievable, and they scrapped like hell. They were only, it's like, they were both, what, 8 pounder and a 7 pounder, and literally, I would have said the way they were fighting, I would have put them, well, maybe not double that size, but a lot bigger than they were actually weighing in. They were scrapping like hell. Yeah, so I've had one on the coconut ice, so that was a good changeover. I managed to cast it out, which was a bit risky, and I just came down and landed exactly where I put it out with the boat, which I don't know, I was cast and feathered it, so I managed to get that one back out without the boat. The important rod, the middle rod, under that tree there where the big fish have been turning over, that's the rod I want to run on. But that stayed still. But you can't complain. It was. I'm probably doing like a 36-hour session. It's probably less than that, and I'm on 13 fish. That's. Here we go again. Right, they're not even going to let me finish talking or rambling to the camera. So what we got? 9 pound 6 ounce, one-eyed mirror carp. You know, it'd be a stonking mirror carp when it gets bigger. Shame it's only got one eye. But, let's turn it around. It's fine on the other side though. But I didn't notice it fighting in one direction. But I don't know. Perhaps just learn to adjust and then get it back and see if I can finish my coffee. Right then. Right, so this is probably the last update I'll do without shining a head torch on my face. Cooking up my tea by there, so you might hear that sizzling by there in the background. I've never had a session like this before that I've managed to burn out 2 batteries. I've got just under 40 minutes, and on battery life left on the camcorder, and if tonight goes like it's been going already, I'm going to burn that up by the morning. So I might stop filming anything that's under £10 maybe. I don't know. See how it goes. See if it might die off now. But it's been hectic all day. Apart from when I reeled the rods in. But I'm up to 14 fish now. Mad. Alright then, and I have my tea now, and I'll see you later. Ta-da. Right then, here we go. The middle rod screamed off. It's not the big one I was expecting. Another little mirror, about £6–7. Not going to bother weighing him. But still, fish 15. They keep coming. Let's get him back. Morning. It's been quite a quiet night. I had all those fish, those runs, literally one after another in the early evening, and then it stopped. I had a run, and I connected with a fish at about 5 this morning, and it felt like something a bit bigger, because there was none of this like tap 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 tap, as it was just like, ooh, I'm going this way. And literally, as I got it round the island, the hook pulled. So it was a bad wake-up call, really. But, so I put a bait back out on this, well, as close as I can. I've cast it towards the tree now rather than boating it out, because I'm only going to be here probably another 2 hours, if that. It's come up to 7 o'clock now, so I better start packing down. I've got to be off here by 9. Right, I shall see you later. Ta-da. Right then, here we go. It's first fish of the morning. Probably £6–7, maybe a bit more. Lovely dark common. Give me a right thrashing on the bank, it has. But, that's another one for the coconut ice anyway. I haven't had anything sort of like big from under the tree yet, like I was hoping, but still got about an hour left. Right, let's get it back. I can have a cup of coffee there. Right, I don't know, everything's trying to stop me packing up. It started raining, so I've managed to get a brolly over the camera and everything, and I got my bed and everything stacked up behind me, and then this little bugger screamed off. See if he behaves. Really long, £8, 8-ounce common, and this will probably be the last fish of the session. Another one on the rose hip. I think it's fish number 17 or something like that. It's not bad. I've had 19 runs and 17 fish on the bank. That's not bad at all, is it? Right, let's get this little bugger back. Right, this is me signing off. So I've done 2 nights at Springwater Lakes, just outside Lampeter. I've been on the Specimen Lake. I had a pretty good haul. Is it 17 fish in all? I never did actually get in amongst the big fish here, because I know there's 3 known 30s in here, and I think there's about 25 to 30 20s in here. And there's a good stocking of sort of mid-range doubles and a lot of singles. I just couldn't get through the singles to get to the bigger stuff. maybe next time I come up here, maybe one will grace the net then. Who knows? But I'm not going to complain. I had 17 fish in all, a lot of doubles, and a PB common carp, a 1611. So it ends on a good note, doesn't it? All right then. Check out the website for this place. Was it Springwater Lakes? The website address will be here, and yeah, check it out. Have a look. It's quite surprising. I've passed it a few times. I didn't know it was here. I especially didn't know there was 330s in here, so I'm going to definitely be back. All right then. I'll see you next time I'm on the bank. Ta-da.